What if I told you there's a simple formula to turn your income into lasting wealth? A method that goes beyond just making money and dives into building financial freedom, security, and purpose. Sounds intriguing, right? This is the essence of Scott Galloway's book, The Algebra of Wealth, a guide that breaks down the complex journey to wealth into 4 key principles: resilience, diversification, time, and community. And in today's video titled, How to Turn Income into Wealth Applying This Book, Simple Formula, we're diving deep into these principles, step by step. Let me ask, are you stuck in a cycle of earning and spending, wondering if there's a way out? Or maybe you're preparing your New Year's resolutions and ready to rewrite your financial story. Either way, this video is for you. So, hit that subscribe button, grab a notebook, and let's get started. Let's begin with resilience, the cornerstone of financial security. Scott Galloway describes resilience as your ability to withstand life's curveballs, whether it's a sudden job loss, a medical emergency, or an unexpected expense. It's about creating a safety net that ensures you don't crumble when the unexpected happens. Think of resilience as the foundation of a house. Without it, everything else you build risks collapsing. Unfortunately, most people overlook this critical step. Did you know nearly 40% of Americans can't cover a $400 emergency expense without borrowing? Sobering, isn't it? But here's the thing. Resilience isn't just about money. It's also about mindset. Financial resilience starts with planning and discipline. The first step is to build an emergency fund covering 6 to 12 months of expenses. This fund isn't just a safety net, it's your ticket to freedom. Imagine being able to leave a toxic job, say no to unfair demands, or weather a financial storm without stress. That's the power of resilience. Here's another layer to consider: diversifying your income streams to boost resilience. If you rely on just one source of income, you're putting your entire financial stability at risk. Think of it like standing on a single leg. If it gets knocked out, you fall. But with multiple income streams, you're like a table with 4 sturdy legs. A hit to one won't send you crashing down. Let me share a quick story. Take Sarah, a graphic designer who lost her main client during the pandemic. Thanks to her emergency fund, she didn't just survive, she used the downtime to upskill and pivot her career, eventually landing higher-paying opportunities. Resilience isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving when life gets tough. Now ask yourself, do you have a financial cushion, or are you walking a tightrope with no safety net? Are you prepared for life's unexpected twists, or are you hoping they'll never come? If you haven't started building resilience, there's no better time than now. Moving on to the next topic in the Algebra of Wealth, diversification. This principle isn't just for your investment portfolio, it applies to your career, income streams, and even relationships. Why? Because putting all your eggs in one basket is the fastest way to lose them all. And if you're serious about learning how to turn income into wealth, diversification is the strategy that ensures your foundation remains solid. Think of diversification like a buffet. If one dish doesn't work out, you've got plenty of others to choose from. For wealthy individuals, diversification means having multiple streams of income: stocks, real estate, side hustles, royalties, you name it. According to Fidelity, the average millionaire has at least 7 income streams. That's not just smart, it's essential for weathering economic storms, but diversification goes beyond money. It also applies to your skills and career path. Imagine you're a graphic designer. If design is your only skill, what happens when the demand for your niche declines? But if you've diversified your talents like learning web development or marketing, you remain valuable, no matter how industries shift. Let's take Mark, a software engineer. While he excelled at coding, he also developed skills in public speaking and content creation. When his company downsized, Mark's diversified skill set opened doors to consulting gigs and even a profitable YouTube channel, providing both income and fulfillment. His decision to spread his risk allowed him to transform a setback into an opportunity. Here's another angle. Diversification also applies to investments. Imagine investing solely in one company's stock. If that company thrives, great, but if it crashes, so does your financial future. By spreading your investments across different sectors or asset types, you reduce the risk of any single loss impacting your overall wealth. So ask yourself, are you diversifying your income and skills, or are you betting everything on one path? Remember, turning income into wealth requires building multiple pathways to success. Diversification is your safety net and your launch pad. Let's dive into the next step, time, the ultimate multiplier. Here's where Galloway drops a truth bomb. Time isn't just a factor in wealth creation, it's the ultimate multiplier. The earlier you start investing, the more time works in your favor. It's the magic of compounding where your money grows exponentially as the years pass. Imagine planting a tree. If you plant it early, it grows tall, providing shade and fruit for decades. But delay the planting and you might never enjoy its full benefits. According to the Algebra of Wealth, your 20s and 30s are critical for laying the groundwork. But don't despair if you're starting later. Every day you wait is a missed opportunity, but every day you start is a step toward growth. Here's a striking stat to put things into perspective. If you invest $10,000 at age 25 with a modest 5% annual return, it can grow to over $70,000 by age 65. Wait until you're 35, and that same $10,000 grows to just $40,000. The difference isn't just money, it's decades of opportunity you can't get back. Think about it. Are you using time to your advantage, or is it quietly slipping away? Compounding isn't just about money, it's about habits. Starting small and staying consistent is what makes the real difference. Take Maria, for example. She began investing just 100 volts a month at age 22, focusing on index funds. By the time she was 40, her consistent contributions had snowballed into a substantial nest egg, providing her with both security and options. Contrast that with Joe, who waited until 40 to start. Despite earning more and contributing double, Maria still outpaced him by retirement age, all because she harnessed time. So, what's holding you back? Are you procrastinating on your financial goals, or are you ready to turn time into your greatest ally? The simple formula for turning income into wealth starts with respecting time. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far and want more topics like this, comment the word "more" so I know. Let's shift gears and talk about community. In the Algebra of Wealth, Scott Galloway highlights an often overlooked truth. Wealth isn't just about dollars in your bank account, it's also about relationships. Your network, friends, family, mentors, and even colleagues is one of your most valuable assets in building long-term success. Why? Because life-changing opportunities often come through people, not job boards or algorithms. Think of your community as your personal board of directors. These are the people who challenge you to grow, support you during tough times, and open doors you didn't even know existed. Whether it's a mentor sharing career advice, a friend introducing you to a potential client, or a family member providing emotional support, your relationships play a crucial role in shaping your financial trajectory. Here's a fascinating stat. Research from Harvard shows that individuals with strong social connections are not only happier but also more successful and even healthier. In fact, these connections can increase your longevity by up to 50%. That's right, investing in your relationships isn't just good for your wallet. It's a literal life hack. Ask yourself, are you truly nurturing your relationships, or have you been so caught up in chasing money that you've neglected the people who matter most? Wealth without meaningful relationships often leads to emptiness, while a rich community can amplify your success and fulfillment. Take John, for instance. He was an introverted software developer who focused solely on building his technical skills. But once he started attending industry meetups and joining online communities, his network expanded. Those connections led to freelance gigs, mentorship opportunities, and even a co-founder for his side hustle. His career flourished, not just because of his skills, but because of the people in his corner. Building your network doesn't mean you have to attend every networking event in your city. It can start with something as simple as reaching out to an old friend, joining an online group in your industry, or volunteering for a cause you care about. The key is to make meaningful, authentic connections. If you want to turn income into wealth, Start valuing your community as much as your financial portfolio. Relationships are assets that don't depreciate, but compound over time. So who's in your corner and how are you showing up for them? Let's dive into the contrarian views on wealth. Here's where the algebra of wealth takes an intriguing turn. Scott Galloway doesn't just walk the beaten path, he challenges it. In a world filled with cookie-cutter advice about money, his contrarian views encourage us to rethink what we've always believed about wealth building. And honestly, some of these ideas might surprise you. For starters, Galloway argues that buying a home isn't always the smartest financial move. While home ownership is often seen as a hallmark of stability, it's not a guaranteed path to wealth. Think about it. Homes come with hidden costs, maintenance, taxes, and interest payments that can eat away at your returns. Sometimes, renting and investing your extra cash in high-growth assets like stocks or index funds can leave you better off financially. But wait, there's more. Here's another mythbuster. Entrepreneurship isn't the only way to get rich. Sure, starting your own business sounds glamorous, but it's also high risk. Statistically, most startups fail within their first 5 years. Meanwhile, climbing the corporate ladder in a stable, well-paying industry can be just as rewarding minus the sleepless nights and financial stress. This brings us to the heart of Galloway's argument. Wealth building isn't one size fits all. The key is to align your financial strategies with your personal goals and circumstances, not societal expectations. Ask yourself, are you buying a home because it's a sound investment or because it's what everyone says you should do? Are you chasing entrepreneurship because it aligns with your strength or because it seems like the trendy thing to do? Consider Lisa, a marketing executive. She realized that instead of pouring her savings into a home, she could invest in REITs, real estate investment trusts, and mutual funds, which gave her liquidity and consistent returns. And unlike a mortgage, these investments didn't tie her down to one location, something she valued deeply. So here's the takeaway. Wealth doesn't come from blindly following traditional advice. It comes from questioning the norms, understanding your unique goals, and crafting a financial plan that actually works for you. Are you ready to challenge conventional wisdom and rethink your approach to wealth? This brings us to the heart of today's video, how to turn income into wealth. Scott Galloway's approach isn't flashy, it's deliberate, practical, and highly effective. The formula? 1. Earn consistently and live below your means. 2. Save aggressively to build resilience. 3. Invest wisely for long-term growth. 4. Leverage relationships to expand your opportunities. It's like baking the perfect loaf of bread. The recipe itself is simple, but the magic lies in the precision and commitment to the process. Let's break this down further. First, earn consistently. Your career or primary source of income is your financial engine. But here's the catch. Earning more doesn't automatically mean you're wealthier. It's about how much you keep after expenses. That's why living below your means is a non-negotiable step. By resisting the urge to upgrade your lifestyle with every raise, you can channel those extra dollars into savings and investments. Next, saving isn't just about stashing cash. It's about creating financial security. This is where your resilience fund comes in, giving you the freedom to make bold choices without financial fear. From there, invest wisely. Whether it's in index funds, real estate, or your own business, let your money work harder than you do. Lastly, leverage relationships. Wealth building isn't a solo journey. Surround yourself with mentors, collaborators, and like-minded individuals who challenge and inspire you. Here's a quick example. Take Emma, a teacher. Instead of spending her annual raises, she saved and invested in dividend-paying stocks. Over a decade, her modest salary turned into a six-figure portfolio. All she did was stick to the formula. Now let me ask, what's stopping you from turning your income into wealth today? Are you following the steps or letting opportunities slip through your fingers? Start small, stay consistent, and trust the process. After all, this formula might just be the most important recipe you'll ever follow. Let's talk about the role of luck and timing. Here's an honest take. Luck plays a role in financial success. Whether it's being born in the right decade, having access to education, or meeting the right mentor at the perfect time. timing and fortune can create pivotal moments in your journey. But here's the catch. Luck favors the prepared. Think of luck as a train that comes at unpredictable intervals. If you're standing on the platform with your bags packed and a destination in mind, you're ready to hop on when it arrives. But if you're unprepared, you'll miss the opportunity entirely. Preparation means building the skills, network, and financial foundation to act when luck strikes. Galloway emphasizes that while you can't control when or how luck appears, you can control how ready you are to take advantage of it. Consider this. Bill Gates might have been lucky to grow up with access to computers in the 1970s, but his preparedness, years of coding and problem solving turned that luck into monumental success. Ask yourself, are you preparing for luck or passively waiting for it to knock on your door? What steps can you take today to ensure you're ready when your opportunity comes? Whether it's learning a new skill, expanding your network, or building financial resilience, every bit of preparation increases your chances of turning luck into lasting wealth. Now let's dive into the New Year resolutions. If you're already thinking about your New Year's resolutions, let me stop you right there. Why wait until January 1st to take control of your financial future? The best time to start is now. This topic ties perfectly into the overarching theme of how to turn income into wealth with the book Simple Formula. Here's the formula applied to resolutions. Set specific, measurable financial goals. Maybe you want to save $5,000 this year, start an emergency fund, or create your first passive income stream. Resolutions aren't about monumental changes overnight. They're about consistent, intentional action. Think about this. Every week that passes is an opportunity to build wealth. Waiting for the calendar to flip is like watching a train leave the station and saying, "I'll catch the next one." Why delay progress when you can start planting seeds today? Here's a practical exercise. Write down one financial habit you can start this week. Maybe it's tracking your expenses, automating savings, or researching your first investment. Small steps lead to big results over time. Ask yourself, what's stopping you from starting now? Remember, the first step doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to happen. Your future self will thank you for taking action today rather than waiting for tomorrow. Because here's the truth. The journey to wealth begins when you decide it does. Let's close with a concept that ties everything together. Wealth isn't just about numbers, it's about well-being. Galloway reminds us that financial success means little without mental, physical, and emotional health. It's not just about having it all, it's about truly enjoying what you have and ensuring your wealth supports your life, not the other way around. Think about this. How often do people chase wealth at the expense of their well-being? Working 80-hour weeks, neglecting family, or sacrificing health for a bigger paycheck. It's a trade-off no amount of money can justify. Let's reframe success. True wealth means using your income to improve your quality of life, support meaningful relationships, and maintain a healthy work-life balance. It's about aligning your financial goals with your personal values and ensuring every dollar spent enhances your overall well-being. Here's a practical tip. Conduct a life audit. What areas of your life feel neglected because of work or financial stress? Create actionable steps to address them, such as dedicating time to hobbies, prioritizing exercise, or scheduling meaningful moments with loved ones. Ask yourself, is your pursuit of wealth improving your life or draining it? Remember, the goal is not just to turn income into wealth, but to turn wealth into a life well lived. Prioritizing well-being ensures your financial success is something you can truly enjoy. And that's the algebra of wealth distilled into actionable steps. From resilience and diversification to time, community, and prioritizing well-being, Scott Galloway provides a simple yet transformative framework for how to turn income into wealth with simple steps. This isn't just about accumulating money, it's about creating a life filled with freedom, security, and purpose. The steps may seem straightforward, but their power lies in consistency and execution. So what's your biggest takeaway from today's video? Are you ready to take that first step toward financial freedom? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, I highly recommend checking out my next video, which complements this one perfectly. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more life-changing content like this. Until next time, remember, your wealth isn't just in your bank account. It's in the life you build, the people you impact, and the legacy you leave behind. Let's make every step count